What is packing with you, YouTube? We are back again, moving the chains with BMac and KHTV, and we are here to talk about the Monday Night Football game, where I'll be in attendance, um, checking that shit out up close
Mhm.
and personal to see what this team really looks like. But yeah, man, how was your week, man?
Yeah, man. Crazy weekend of football again. Well, not that crazy, but um, yeah, man. Far as my week, it's been, it's good. Been working and um, but besides from that, um, we had football wise, we back to pack of football tomorrow after a little mini bye week. Losing to the Detroit Lions on Thursday night. So we just hopefully we can bounce back and get a win tomorrow. But far as
Right.
football week goes, yeah, like I said, it's been some interesting games. Interesting, you know, well tonight the Cowboys got dumped by the 40 Niners just now. So, but it's been the Lions. They're looking good, even though they beat up on the 0-14, um, like the
Yeah.
Panthers. I'm still hoping that the Lions are gonna choke and crash and burn, but uh, time will tell. Um, but yeah, man.
Wow, that's what's up, man. Um, my week has been
Oh yeah, and yeah, still f the Niners. All right, good.
oh yeah, San Francisco.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, man, they got a lot of people that don't like them, man, and I for one am one of them. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Um, yeah, man, my week was pretty good. Uh, got to see a crazy USC game. Got to check that out.
Yeah.
Um, y'all see video footage when I put it all together, because I'm gonna tie it into the whole Monday night. It's supposed to be a whole uh video of what I going to these football games and shit. But yeah, man, um, on vacation next week, so I'm gonna have a lot more content coming out, and we probably gonna be going live
Yeah.
probably a few times this next week coming up since we on the bye. We ain't
Yeah.
got to worry about playing nobody. So uh,
We on a we got a bye week after this game.
yeah, after this game we going to bye.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, so we get
I
more
did not
rest.
know that.
Yeah, we get more rest. This gives the Packers an opportunity to get Eric Stokes acclimated. You know what I'm saying? That way he can be activated off the PUP list to, help this defense out a little bit more. But yeah, before we get into the Monday night game, man, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because it is one of the biggest topics of discussion when it comes to the Green Bay Packers, the greatest football team in sports history.
Mm.
David Bakhtiari going on IR, season ending surgery. Uh, what's your thoughts, man, on Bach at this point?
Yeah, man. You know, it's if that's it of him, then it sucks for him if that's the end of his career. Hopefully, whatever happened, he can, you know, uh, recover and come back. Even if he does, I don't think he's going to be on his team. I think we're going to trade him to the Jets and because he wants to be with the previous Green Bay quarterback because they friends and fuck buddies and all that shit. So they um excuse my French, but it's true. But they all yeah, man. I mean, like I said, it sucks, but it's not shocking because we knew, because we knew that like since that major injury, we knew that he was always going to get, like you knew, like there was always something with him and
Right.
Joby Rise. Now I'm still with my conspiracy theorists, but again, what I mean, if I don't like to really make injuries out of conspiracy theories if this really is an issue going on with him. But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, if this is the end of his career, which two season ending injuries, it's gonna be hard for you to come back, especially at that position when you
Hmm.
use your body. What I mean, and like when you put so much weight into your body, into your knees, into your legs, and so yeah, man.
Well, it's not a season ending. I mean, it's a season ending surgery, but it's not, a career ending injury. They
Yeah.
just going to do some cleanup work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the surgery that he's getting, a lot of players have gotten it before and came back and bounced back and were fine. It's nothing to do with his ACL. He said his ACL is fine. He said it's just some cartilage that got to get moved out. Some debris got to get taken out. They got to shave down, scope some more of the bone a little bit, just so it could he just so he can relieve some pain. Um, he
Yeah.
said that they were draining 160 cc's of fluid out of
Mm-hmm.
his knee. That is a lot of fluid. If you've worked in the medical field and you know what uh, a 60 cc
Mm-hmm.
syringe looks like,
Yeah.
the big giant one where they stick it in your knee and they gotta suck all the fluid. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. So Bach was going through it. He also stated when a question was asked to him about him and the Packers this next offseason, and he said he was open to both sides of the table, whether they want to keep him, trade him, or whatever they want to do. He said he was open to it. So I didn't like him saying that, which leads to what you said, that he probably could be traded um, at the end of the season. He does have one more year on his contract.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hey, we don't know what we don't know what's the outcome going to be with that situation with Bach and the Packers front office. But if they could work it out, I would love to keep Bach. But if not, hey, we
Mm-hmm.
got to move on. Got to move on.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
And we need to get more younger at that position anyway. And I think this coming up draft, we need to get another draft. Well, I think we need to draft another left tackle.
mm,
Whether it be in the first round or second. Well, we know they're not going to have that first round pick because the previous Green Bay Packer quarterback won't be playing 65% this year. So
right.
now that first is going to be a second, but we still got a first still this year, I believe, right? We
Uh,
got a first this year, right?
yeah, we still have a first round pick. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
So
still
maybe
have a
we
first
can
round pick.
use. So maybe we can use that on the maybe on the left tackle. Maybe we usually don't do go left tackles in the first round. I think we do those in the second rounds, but
Yeah,
well, we usually get defensive players in the first round. But you never know.
yeah. You never know what this GM or this
Yeah.
team is going to do in the draft. Um, rumor, rumors. There's a lot of rumors. going around that saying that
Oh, oh,
AJ Dillon is
by the
on the
way, real quick before we move on, see, you see Joan Love's girlfriend.
yeah,
He's nice, man.
yeah,
I'm
she
talking about
is.
nice, nice. Like, damn. Okay, Joan Love, I see you, boy.
Yeah, yeah, man. Shout out to Jordan Love. Got him a nice little piece of eye candy on his arm. So yeah, man. A lot of rumors going around um, about AJ Dillon and him being put on the trading block.
Mm,
AJ Dillon hasn't been performing up to the standard that the Green Bay Packers would have liked him to perform, knowing that they were heavily counting on him to be that guy while Aaron Jones was missing games.
mm.
Um, I don't know what we can get for him. Maybe a fourth round or fifth round pick. I don't know who's really uh, trying to go and get come after AJ Dillon, but I'm pretty sure if he goes to another team, he's probably gonna thrive over there. Like you know, majority of the Packers that leave the team after not living up to the standard that we thought they would live up to. But yeah, man, what's your thoughts on AJ Dillon being on the trading block now? I know
I'm not
he
shocked.
hasn't. I mean, I know he hasn't shown us what we would love to see, but
Yeah.
it goes hand in hand, man. This offensive line has not been living up to the PFF rankings that they said the Packers offensive line was going to live up to. And, granted, minus Bakhtiari and Elton Jenkins, we just didn't get a lot out of A.J. Dillon. You got anything on that, BMac? You froze. BMac, you froze. Hold on, let me, damn, Bernard froze. Come out and come back in, Bernard. All right. I think Bernard gonna come back in. I'm gonna wait for him. But yeah, AJ Dillon, man, he hasn't lived up to the standards that the Green Bay Packers thought he was gonna live up to. It's unfortunate, but if he is on the trade block, maybe he'll go to a team that can utilize him to the best of his abilities because of course the Green Bay Packers couldn't do that. But, you know, we'll see if he could turn it around somewhere else. But if not, hopefully it could get better throughout the year as we continue to try to get healthy. So, yeah, just looking at the injury report for this upcoming game on Monday Night Football, you know, uh, Devontae Adams, just the major guys. Devontae Adams, he didn't practice all here. I think this is Bernard. Hey, what's going on? Let me see. B-Mac, you back?
Hey, bro. So sorry about that. Yeah, something happened.
Yeah, you breaking up.
Hello. Just still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. You break. Yeah, something happened, man. You getting cut off. Some weird shit's happening. Uh, uh,
You good on
hello.
your end? Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
yeah.
just.
You are breaking up.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're breaking up though. Yeah, I can still hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just finishing up on AJ
What the
Dillon.
hell?
I was just
Yeah.
was good. You are. I was just finishing up on AJ Dillon. If you got anything else to add on AJ?
You're breaking up.
I know you got a bad signal. Like you keep freezing
Yeah.
and oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. Something going on, yeah.
You got anything else to add about AJ Dillon?
Yeah, um, yeah, you're still breaking up.
Yeah, I think it's on your end, man.
Yeah, hold on. I might have to. Let me pop out and then I come back in.
All right, I'm gonna go over the injury report. I'm going over the injury report right now. So
All right,
yeah,
cool.
pop out and then come back in.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man, we're gonna try to get the technical difficulties worked out. Um, Shout out to TR. But yeah, man, this injury report is interesting, especially with Devontae Adams being he was limited on Saturday. So he did show up on Saturday, but he didn't practice all this week. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's past concussion protocol. So I'll be in attendance to that night, tomorrow night, to see him face off against the Packers, which is going to be interesting. Interesting thing to see. Okay, I think we got it right with Bernard now.
All right. I'm good now.
Yeah, yeah, you real good now.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
I
is
don't know what happened.
anything else you want to add on AJ Dillon?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He froze again, bro. You froze again, BMac. You froze again, BMac. I'm gonna have to drop. Come back in, man, if you can. Oh shit, it's one of them nights tonight, I guess. But yeah, just going over the injury report. Devontae Adams questionable for tomorrow night's game. Jimmy Garoppolo past concussion protocol. Max Crosby, who I think is going to be a huge threat to this offensive line. Um, he had a minor little knee injury, but he's been limited all this week, so he's going to play. Um, I think they're going to be missing a cornerback, Nate Hobbs. I think he's out with an ankle injury, and Marcus Epps, another defensive, the safety, that's pretty good. He was a full participant, so the Las Vegas Raiders, uh, their defense is not all that. Here go BMac. There we go. There we go.
All right. Am I
There you
still
go.
good now?
Yeah, you good now. But let me finish up this injury report. Um,
All right.
the the Raiders, I think they're gonna be good to go. I think they got a lot of defensive guys that's on the injury report this week, but Jimmy G will be back, so they're gonna have somebody at quarterback that we got to deal with. On the Packers injury side of the football, um, Rudy Ford limited. I think he's gonna play. He's questionable for tomorrow. Jair was limited. He's questionable for tomorrow. Devondre Campbell is out. He did not practice at all this week. Elton Jenkins is full go. No knee pain. He's 100% ready to go. Zach Tom was limited in practice, but I think he'll be ready to rock and roll. Christian Watson was limited. Um, and Eric Stokes, of course, he has to be activated off the PUP list in order to play. But he was limited in practice today, but he said he's 100%. Um, John Ryan, he's going to play after having a groin and ankle injury in the last game. He's going to play. Luke Musgrave, clear concussion protocol. He's going to play. And Aaron Jones is questionable. So Jair, Aaron Jones, and Rudy Ford are questionable for Monday night's game. But Christian Watson is 100% ready to rock and roll, which I am excited about because this Raiders secondary is not that great. But that's the injury report. Now let's get back to Bernard because I'm curious to hear your thoughts on AJ Dillon being on the trading block rumors.
Right. Well, finally, yeah, I mean, we knew, like I said, this ain't news for me. I knew something like this was gonna come up because of his performance and the way he's been performing these last, and not even this year. By the end
Mm,
of last year, he really wasn't performing great. There's some plays that he had that he was stumbling that he could easily
mm,
took to the house. And then again, last game in Detroit, he didn't show up. A nice perfect pass, right, and then he just dropped it. So he's really been underperforming by the end of last year and this year too. So um now I think the issue with it is that he's you know he's been I mean, I just think he's too big and too chubby, and I thought that, and I think that he should have lost some weight. Like not like completely, like just slim down a bit, like slim
right,
himself down a bit. Maybe he will be more faster and quicker. But we know that we got him as that sledgehammer back. You know what I
right,
mean? Third and short, and to be honest with you, when we picked him in that draft, I was skeptical of that pick. Like I really wasn't a fan of that pick because we had Jamal Williams at the time, still had
right,
Aaron Jones. So I wasn't. Now I'm glad that that he turn out to be how he turned out, but I wasn't really a fan of that draft pick. But yeah, man. I mean, no, if I was GM, I really, I'd be glad to dump him for Jonathan Taylor. You know what I mean? Dump him for a third round pick, and with him the third round pick, get Jonathan Taylor, and then we can have him and Jones in the backfield. You know what I mean? But if I was the GM, but we all know Goot's not gonna do that.
right, right. Hey, well, as since you said that, Jonathan Taylor did re-sign with the Colts, 3 years, $42 million. So I guess he got what he was looking for.
Hmm.
Um, um, yeah, we about to get into that right now, Tr. Um, Now let's get into this shit. Monday Night Football,
Hmm.
the greatest football team in sports history, will be facing off against the Raiders for the first time in Las Vegas. Rich Bisaccia coming back home to a team that he took to the playoffs after John Gruden got fired. You
Hmm.
have Anders Carlson, who will be facing off against his brother, who was the kicker for the Raiders. So you got a lot of, Devontae Adams facing off against the team that had drafted him. So it's a
Hmm.
lot of it's a lot of storylines in this game. Hopefully Devontae will show up and play. I believe he will. I don't think he's going to try. I don't think he's going to miss a game like this. Um, but yeah, TR asked the question, what do you think our strategy will be to handle Crosby? I think we'll double team him whenever he's on the weak side of the offensive line. I think we'll have to double team him. We'll probably use a lot of our different running backs like AJ Dillon for chip blocking. We'll probably put Aaron Jones out in space so Jordan Love can get rid of the football quicker. So yeah, we're gonna mix it up with Crosby on the defensive line. But this game, Bernard, how do you see this game going?
Oh, um, I don't know, man. I mean, something tells me that we sure will be able to handle this team pretty good. Um, but you gotta. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but you gotta understand the Packers, and times that we walk into games thinking that on paper we are the better team, and then usually in games that we know we the better team on paper, we kind of play down to their competition. So, um, look, I think that this game is gonna be about what game plan that the Packers are going to be having coming in. It's going to be about what game plan do Matt LaFleur is gonna utilize. You know, um, now my biggest concern, especially with Devondre Campbell out, my biggest concern is his run defense going up against Josh Jacobs,
Right.
because Josh Jacobs ain't no slouch, and he's the kind of guy that would have a 200-yard rushing day on you if you really don't like. Now I get it, Jimmy Garoppolo's the quarterback, but I mean Jimmy Garoppolo can get you two on any given
Right.
day, and we've seen Jimmy Garoppolo, you know, carve us up a few times. So my biggest concern is our run defense.
Actually, he never really had to carve us up because we couldn't stop the
Oh
run.
yeah.
Remember the game? He only
Well, that
eight
championship
passes.
game, that championship game when, yeah, you're right. That championship game when he had like 77 yards passing, and they
Yeah.
ran for like 285 on us. And like, oh god, yeah, don't get me started in that game. But well, actually, yeah, I mean, usually, when the Niners had games against us, capping it with a 200 rushing yard game, like, I mean, they had like a record game on us, but
Right.
either that. Yeah, man. I just think that I'm looking at our run defense against Josh Jacobs, man, and that I'm not gonna lie, that concerns me tomorrow. Uh, because we not good against the run, and now with Devontae Campbell out, I think our run defense is going to be a little suspect. And if we can't stop Josh Jacobs, and if he has like a 100 and like 150 yards, two touchdown, I think we're going to be in for a long night. So we can contain him, make Jimmy Garoppolo throw, get pressure Jimmy Garoppolo, and force them into making mistakes. I think we can win this game. And then on offense, run the ball. Use. I mean, I want to see a lot of Aaron Jones, but we know Matt LaFleur is not gonna wear him out. They're gonna, they're gonna have him on a pinch count, but. I want to see a lot. I think this is a game that you have to unleash Aaron Jones. Um, let you know, run the offense, do the run first. Don't have Joan Love out there being cute and going off play action and try to, start slinging it there. Because I think, I think, don't, let the offense go through the run first, run the ball, um, you know, keep time of possession, and then like you said, the secondary is not good. Maybe Christian Washington can take a few opportunities here and there. So,
I'm
uh,
expecting us to whip the. I'm expecting us to whip the Raiders' ass. I want to see an ass whooping when I'm in a house, when I'm in Allegiant Stadium tomorrow night. I want to see an ass whooping. I brought great seats. I spent big money to go to this game because the Raiders
mhm,
are the second team with the highest ticket prices, starting off at $573 a ticket.
yeah,
So I want to see an ass whooping. I want this team to start off fast on offense.
mhm,
Um, I want this team to take advantage of the mismatches that we have against this Raiders defense.
mhm,
And I'm pretty sure they're going to try to put together a game plan to get Christian Watson open downfield along with Romeo Dubs.
mhm,
Um, it is great to have Aaron Jones back because that takes a lot of pressure off of Jordan Love. And it is great to have um, Elton Jenkins back because now Christian Watson will have somebody that he can depend on to block his blind side just a little bit, knowing Zach Thomas is going to be on that side of the ball too. But what scares me is the right side of the ball because John Runyon is going to be playing hurt, and he's going to have Yash Nyman over there with him. And Royce Newman is going to be over there with him. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why. When can we see Sean Ryan get on the field? I mean, just
Yep.
put the guy out there and see what he can do. Anybody other than Royce Newman, he's just a terrible offensive lineman. Um, I want to see this defensive line attack the left side of this Raiders offensive line that is beat up. They got a beat up left side of their line, so I'm expecting Rashawn Gary to get at Jimmy Garoppolo. Um, One thing that we will have to do is keep an eye on Josh Jacobs, not running the ball, but catching the ball out of the backfield. The guy had 13 receptions last week for
Mm-hmm.
38 yards receiving. So um, the Raiders are going to be very, very. Their game plan is going to be to protect Jimmy Garoppolo as much as possible, knowing that any time he get hit, that might be the last time he play. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I think they're gonna try to get the ball out of his hands quick. So you might see a lot of underneath stuff, underneath receiving routes if Devontae plays. You know what I'm saying? That could hurt the Raiders too if Devontae don't play. It's already hurting them that he has a sore shoulder, which means that he's gonna be limited. But I don't expect nothing less but greatness from Devontae if he does show up in this game. I think he's gonna get his anyway. Um, it's just that can we keep him out of the end zone? You know what I'm saying? We let Devontae have all the yards he wants. Is just keep him out of the end zone. So, but I think our secondary will do a good job, um, just based off of how much respect that Devontae Adams has for Jair Alexander. Says a
Mm-hmm.
lot to me that Jair know majority of all of Devontae Adams moves he gonna throw in the game. You know what I'm saying? So he knows how Devontae operates. Um, the linebackers just contain the run, man. Contain the run because not only is Josh Jacobs a great running back, he's a physical running back. Very physical.
Yep.
The game that they played against the Broncos and they lost, he ran physical. And usually when we go against physical running backs, the Green Bay Packers don't want to tackle no more. So that's going to be one of the biggest concerns. But I just want to see Jordan Love play smart football. Don't turn the ball over. Don't make mistakes. I think the offensive line has a huge spotlight on them this week, and I think they're going to step up to the plate, and I think they will perform well because the only person they really got to worry about on defense is Crosby. And Crosby, he plays like a maniac. He gonna go out there and play like his hair is on fire. He gonna be lining up on different sides of the defensive line. He might line up in the middle of the defensive line. He gonna be trying to do anything he can do to disrupt Jordan Love's timing when he's trying to make a pass, um, and putting pressure on the offensive line in pass protection. So the Green Bay Packers offensive line really gonna have a huge spotlight on them. It'd be sad if a one man wrecking crew takes takes this team out like he T.J. Watt. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Crosby, Max Crosby. He is a great defensive player. He is. It's just that we got to do our homework and prepare for this man so that he don't make us look foolish on a primetime game. But I do have the Packers winning this game. I want it to be a blowout. I don't think it will be a blowout. I think it'll be a close game, just off the fact that Jimmy G is he's a pretty good quarterback. He's a pretty good quarterback. He's gonna make some plays. He's gonna make some throws, and I expect nothing less from Jimmy G than for him to go out there and try to play good football. We got to do our job on defense. The spotlight is not also on the offensive line, but it's shining bright on Joe Barry
Mm-hmm.
and how he's going to turn this defense around after that abysmal showing against the Detroit Lions. So Uh, I think this defense has had enough time. Actually, this whole team has had enough time to prepare for this game. The Raiders, they played, so they on the short week. You know what I mean? We have plenty of time to prepare this long stretch of days off where we could get healthy and get back on the field.
Mm.
And I expect nothing less but the Green Bay Packers to come out there ready to play fast, physical football. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be going out there to this game and y'all come out there looking like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Coming out there looking like
Party
the
the night before.
yeah, playing like they played on Thursday night.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna cut
That-
it. So I think Matt LaFleur is gonna listen to Jordan Love because Jordan Love said we gotta play faster. We can't come out there just going through a regular routine. We gotta come out there and play faster football. So that's what I want to see. I want to see them come out there and play like they've been missing the game of football after having so much time off.
mm,
Um, I don't have a score for this game, but I think the Packers will probably win by one. I mean, I'm just going off of what the point spread at Vegas got put up.
mm.
So I think they'll probably win by one. It is a road game, first time in Las Vegas. Uh,
Oh,
and
oh,
if
well,
we win this game, if
oh,
we win this
it,
game,
well on the West Coast. Well, yeah, I mean, we don't come out well out in the West Coast.
yeah, that's true. But that was with the previous Green Bay quarterback. It might be different
Yeah,
with
true.
Jordan Love playing. But I think we could win this game. I think when we win this game, it'll put us back in contention in the NFC conference. You know what I'm saying? As being uh probably 12th best team in the NFC. No, not the NFC, but in the NFL, we probably move up a couple spots to the
Mm,
12th best team in the NFL. But we got to go out there and perform, man, and get this W. So
yeah.
just I'm just looking at the Raiders got a lot of defensive players that's not going to play, like starters. They got a lot of backup guys. Not saying anything against the backup guys. The backup guys do step up. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that so far this year that some of the backup players have been stepping up on these teams and making an impact. Um, yeah, man. Uh,
Mm,
I see us. I see us going out there and getting a W. Like you got two teams that suck at running the ball. You got the Raiders, who average 3.3 rushing yards a game, and you have the Green Bay Packers, who average 3.2 rushing yards a game. So you got two teams that can't run the damn ball going up against each other. But I think that will change on either side. It could be the Raiders that break out and run the ball down our throat, or it could be us that break out and run the ball down their throat. But the only thing that matters is this team, the greatest football team in sports history,
mm,
getting back in the winner's circle, man. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's all we want to see is them put a W up, go into the bye week, you know, 3-2, get our minds prepared, get healthy, you know what I'm saying? Get some of our guys back, fix this offensive line, you know what I mean? This gives us time to put together a solid offensive line to go out there for I think we play the Broncos. I think we got a home game against the Broncos. They come to Lambeau. And after this game, well, they say the Packers have one of the easiest remaining schedules for the remainder of the season because all of the teams we play besides the Kansas City Chiefs and maybe another team down the line, the other teams we play, and they below 500. So
Yeah.
whole lot of football left, man.
Yeah.
Whole lot of football left to be played. Um, I don't know what else to have you going to the Packers prior to this one. How about yeah, I've been to four Packer games. I've been to two games when we played at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. It was a horrible rain game against the San Diego Chargers and Phillip Rivers. And We won the game with an interception. Phillip Rivers threw a late game pick in the rain, and I was so happy to get the hell up out of there because I was soaked. And then I went to another Chargers and Packers game when they wasn't playing at SoFi yet. They was playing in Carson. They was playing at the soccer field, and we got our asses whipped. We
Yeah,
got our
I remember
asses
that game.
whipped that game. I was
Yep.
so embarrassed. That was never forget that. Then I went to a Rams and Packers game. This was when the Rams were playing at the Coliseum. SoFi hadn't been built yet. Oh yeah, so it's only been three Packer games I've been to. Yeah, 3 games. And that game we were playing against the Rams. It
Mm.
was a minute. It was 2 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock. The Rams had just scored a touchdown. They
Oh
went up
yeah,
26-24.
Ty
We kicked the
Montgomery
ball off
fumble.
deep into the end zone. Instead of letting it go for a touchback, Ty Montgomery decides to catch the ball and run it out. He
Mm.
gets hit, he fumbles the ball, and we lose the game. So hopefully I don't have to experience anything like that uh, tomorrow night. I'll be leaving early in the morning because I want to check out some things in Vegas before I head to the game.
Mm.
But yeah, the same question for you too, Bernard. Have you been in any Packer games yet?
No, zero Packer games I've been to.
Oh,
Um, yeah.
that's
Um,
cool. I mean, if you do get an opportunity to go see one, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, I do live in Massachusetts, so maybe if they come to old Boston and play the Patriots, I might, or maybe like New York, maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm more closer to the New York area, so
Oh,
probably
okay.
yeah. But nah, man, for now, nah. Um,
Well,
so
next year's annual football palooza weekend, we planning to do something. I'm planning on going to a Packer home game
mm,
and Packer away game. So it's probably going to be 2 trips to the East Coast. Um,
yeah,
I'm hoping they come out to SoFi next year for the first time and play the Rams or the Chargers. Because I know the Rams have been complaining about that. They
mm,
have been complaining to the league that why every time we play the Packers we got to come out to Green Bay because they didn't came out to Green Bay the last 3 times to play us. So they kind of was going at Roger Goodell like, yo, why we got to keep coming out here when they gonna come to the West Coast and play us in SoFi? So hopefully next year we will have a Rams game. If that happens, then I'll just do the Rams home game and then I'll do a trip to Lambeau. If not, then I'm gonna probably just travel to whatever game they play.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be in Lambeau next year. So I already got uh shit pushed aside for that.
yeah.
So I'm
I'm
definitely gonna try to get there.
gonna try to catch me in game up in Lambeau, but it's gonna be in September though. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't know about going in December in that cold, man.
yeah. I feel you. I'm not trying to
Oh,
be on no plane ride in the snow. That's not happening. I'm gonna try to go early
yeah,
September or October at the latest. Anything past that, I'll just be like, nah, I'm not doing it. But
yeah.
yeah, man, I'm excited for the game.
Mm,
Um, I got a shitload of editing to do tonight, man. After all of that shit at the USC game.
mm.
Man, I didn't get home until 6 in the morning, bro. I was out there
Oh damn, man.
tailgating, chopping it up with all of the
Yeah,
fans,
yeah.
hearing their concerns about the team.
Mm,
So it was cool, man.
yeah.
It was cool, man. But I'm excited about tomorrow, man, to be in Allegiant Stadium. Uh, hopefully the house be packed with Packer fans. I am looking forward to that. I heard that a whole bunch of Green Bay fans flew out of Wisconsin to come to Las Vegas.
That's
So they also if you see this video and you are headed to the game, damn, I think they already did it today. I think they had the pep rally today with Mark Murphy. I think they did it today. Yeah,
Mm,
they did it. Damn, I'm gonna have to probably get online and look up whatever else the Packers got going on out there because it'd be like a lot of things, little events going on before the game starts. So
mm,
I'm gonna try to get out there early and try to catch something that's going on out there. But
mm.
shout out this episode of this podcast was brought to you by, and I know they're not sponsoring us, but I'm gonna say it anyway because they always look out for me when I go on this app. Spot Hero. Spot Hero. Download the Spot Hero app if you're going to any of these events, whether it be a concert, whether it be a sporting event, anything. Go to Spot Hero. They will find you the cheapest places for parking where you don't have to go to an event and spend $80 to $200 on parking at these events. Spot Hero will find you cheap parking. Download the app now and say KHTV sent you. Um, before we end this, man, because I got things to do and I got to get up early in the morning and be in the only place where football will be played worldwide. I will be in Vegas tomorrow. But yeah, there's anything else you want to add, Bernard, before we shut down the show?
Yeah, I mean, I also got the Packers winning tomorrow. Um, the score, I'm gonna say 24-17.
24-17 is your score.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a score out there too. I'm gonna say
Zaire Alexander gets a game winning interception. A game sealing interception on Jimmy Garoppolo.
that's right. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is one of the top quarterbacks with the most interceptions thrown so far through week 4. So, you
Mm,
know, it'd be nice to see the Packers secondary um, take the ball out of the air from him and give Jordan
mm.
Love an opportunity to put the ball in the end.
And oh
Can you hear me?
yeah, you good now?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Man. Somebody called
Yeah.
me in the middle of the live.
Oh.
Um, but yeah, man, Jimmy Garoppolo, turnover machine. That's all going to be predicated on the defensive pass rush getting to him, making things difficult for him in the pocket. But
Mm,
yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. I have a lot of footage, uh, you know, put out for y'all. Maybe in the middle of the week I'll probably have it done. But y'all get a look at the annual football Palooza weekend that I should have been doing this like 6 years ago because I've been going to games. That's when I started going to football stadiums like 6 years ago. Just let me start going to some of these games, man. And I wish I had, put the footage out, but this time I'll have an opportunity to do it so everybody could, see my experience. You know what I'm saying? Dedicating part of my life and soul to the Green Bay Packers. Um,
mm,
Going on this wild journey with this team and seeing if they could eventually win another Super Bowl because that's what we all want to see. Uh, but before we go and end this show, we got to hit y'all with a go, Pack, go. Raiders, we coming tomorrow. We coming tomorrow, Raiders. The greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Moving the chains with BMac and KHTV. I will try to go live with BMac after the game. If I can't, then we will schedule something later this week since I'll be on vacation. I won't be doing no traveling. I have my ass at home. So yeah, be looking forward to that. We're gonna talk a lot of football, knowing that we have a bye week coming up. So y'all tune in. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see y'all soon, man. Go Pack Go.